What's poppin', Barstow? I hope you all are having a great Friday so far. I'm Caden.
And I'm Sanjeev. Today we have a show filled with various announcements and not one, but two pieces of art.
Wow, when has that ever happened?
Well, never. I really want to talk about another thing that has never happened, but first, let's roll the intro. What I wanted to tell you all was that Frank Hensley, class of 2000, will be visiting for lunch today. For those of you who don't know who he is the vice president of partner labels at Universal Music Group, who has a contract with the newly engaged Taylor Swift. All upper schoolers are invited to attend this amazing opportunity in Mr. Luce's room during lunch, but make sure to let Miss Kanan know if you want to attend.
If you guys have seen my guitar skills, then you know I'll definitely be there.
Yeah, same. Maybe you could give me some singing tips. Those really could help me during rehearsals for the musical.
Although the musical is weeks away from opening night, I will remind everyone that the upper school musical Little Shop of Horrors will be on October 16th, 17th, and 18th. It'll be for points, and Barstow students get free tickets, so make sure to show up.
Most people know that I love performing arts, but I've also started to appreciate the fine arts. I don't really have much artistic ability, but the students in the lower school art class definitely do. Let's take a look at this piece by Elliot.
My name is Polly Blair. I'm the lower school art teacher. I use a teaching style called Teaching for Artistic Behavior, and the idea is that I've got different centers that I open up throughout the year: drawing, painting, collage, sculpture, fiber, and printmaking. And once the kids learn where things are in the centers and how to care for everything, there might be one kiddo who's painting, another kid's drawing something. So it's kind of a busy, it's a busy room. Sometimes we'll work on themes. Sometimes kids will have a project they have to do, like we're all going to make a collage sketchbook, but it's kind of a little open-ended. And the thing I love about it is it really encourages imagination and creativity. I really wanted kids to be able to have more artistic freedom. And my philosophy is that this is the kids' studio and they're the artists. They're the people who should be having their ideas. They should be coming up with a plan. They should be figuring out how, if they mess up, how they can work through things. And so I really love the fact that the Teaching for Artistic Behavior pedagogy really encourages a lot of 21st century skills. I think the biggest thing I would hope that my artists take away from art class is that even if you're a kiddo who loves PE and sports, or maybe your thing is acting and theater, I would hope that you would sort of have the lower school art room spark the idea of creativity. Even if you don't feel like you're the best artist in the world, that there are ways that you can express yourself through art, whether it's painting or drawing or making a crazy Lego sculpture or something. I just want kids to not feel worried about their art, and it's corny, but every kid has an artist inside of them. I totally believe that. Some of my favorite parts are like when kids are mixing colors and they come up with like a totally cool different color that they're just like so excited. It's just so fun to see that thought process going through their mind. I love watching kids work through either difficulties or coming up with their own ideas. The kids are coming up with better ideas than what I could even think of having them do.
I made Mount Fuji. I got the idea from Mount Fuji, and why not make it Mount Fuji? So why not make it a restaurant?
Great piece, Elliot. Sanjeev, are you starting any clubs?
No, but I'm now the president of the Pretenders Club, which is pretty cool. I encourage you all to sign up for Pretenders, but there will still be plenty of other amazing clubs to choose from at the club fair on Tuesday, September 16th.
You know, you may appreciate the arts at Barstow, but I also appreciate the athletics department. They put in so much work and effort into practicing in games, and you can actually see these efforts on display at the boys' JV soccer game against Liberty North at 7:15 on Monday.
Actually, I heard the girls' volleyball team played against Holden yesterday and came out with a dominant 3-0 victory. Great job, girls. Hey, Kaden, do you think you're good at volleyball?
Well, duh. I'm good at everything. Why do you ask?
Because next week is Suicide Prevention Week.
Sanjeev, what does that have to do with volleyball?
Well, maybe you'll find out more from Miss Chanos.
Okay, starting Sunday is the National Suicide Prevention Week across the country. And we, as Sources of Strength, the students wanted to do something with volleyball. So we planned an upper school mini tournament between the grades that will be for points out on the middle school soccer field. It's just to promote awareness of the week, bring the community together, and remind everyone that there are resources and supports available to you if you need additional support, and that there's always hope and people who care for you in the Barstow community. So we hope you all come out and cheer on your grades.
Oh, I got it. Thanks, Miss Chanos.
Kaden, you know how we talked about art?
Yeah?
Well, what if you took art and combined it with history?
That sounds so fun! Wait, isn't there an art history class?
Taught by the amazing Mr. Luce? Yes, sir. You can learn more about it from this piece by Hannah.
We're doing Rothko's. We picked 3 different ones of his paintings. So I chose just 3 off of Google, and I'm on my second one right now. So my first one, it's like a red base with like a darker maroon rectangle. And then the second one I'm doing is 3 different colors. It's a yellow rectangle and then kind of a blackish gray line. And then the top rectangle is pink. And then around the border, it's like a blended orange into all of the colors. So that's the one I'm working on right now. I really enjoyed art as a little kid, and I haven't really been into it. But I really like this class and really love Mr. Luce, so it's been fun so far.
I'm painting Mars Roscoe. It's untitled. It's called it's called Violet, Black, and Orange. So it basically has this yellow background with darker yellow sides to it and a big, bright purplish red square in the middle, followed by a black square and an orange and yellow square. So far I like this class a lot. We get to learn about art history, we get to watch plays, we get to learn about different artists, we get to learn about what happened to them throughout their lives. It's a really good class.
We are painting recreations of Mark Rothko's murals. I think it's really fun. I really wasn't a guy who knew a lot about art, so getting the chance to see all of the different painters and the different eras and the things they did it's been pretty fun. I am drawing the 4-barred gate by Mark Rothko currently. It is an all dark maroon background with what is seemingly 4 black bars in the middle of the painting, and it kind of represents a sort of entrapment, but also the idea that there is still hope, that you can see through the bars of a prison, metaphorically.
So this the art history class usually runs on a 2-year cycle, so for Renaissance and Modern. And this year it's Modern, and so we've been studying Mark Rothko to start the Modern, even though the Modern really starts basically in the 1730s, to sort of show them where painting goes, not necessarily where it came from. And a lot of people have misunderstandings or major apprehensions about looking at abstract art, and reading a play and watching a documentary and then doing some painting kind of helped take some of that anxiety or puzzlement at Rothko away. Anytime that you can be outside and listen to Mozart and paint, and it's in class, that's a pretty good day. I mean, I'm trained in English, but self-taught in art history, and so I like the variation from just doing books to doing paintings. And the two honestly work very well with each other. You don't really describe a Rothko painting, you kind of more experience it. And while we don't have we have the luxury of having one in Kansas City, the best we can do is try to approximate what he was doing.
Thanks, Hannah. Before we end our show, we have to congratulate the boys soccer team for winning their game against Warrensburg 1-0 with this game-changing goal made by Max Benega.
Make sure to wish the team good luck during their Excelsior Spring Tournament next week. Well, Barstow, it looks like our time is up.
Wait, Sanjeev, I think I have breaking news. Senior class officer election results are in. For secretary, we have Soren Gupta.
For vice president, we have Salma Wang.
And for senior class president, Ethan Jang. Congratulations to everybody who ran. I've been Caden.
And I've been Sanjeev.
Have a great weekend, Barstow.